first in line. Funny how that works. Change the paradigm. Still thought it was worth the strife. Hide it in my locker, read it on the low. Didn't fit the image they wanted to show, but I had powers they could never see. Worlds in my head, yeah, that was me. They pushed us down, said we don't belong, like reading them was doing something wrong. Now it's cool to love comic books, but you weren't there. We're just for nerds like us, my friend. Midnight movies, yeah, you're dressed in gear, quoting every line like you've been here for years. But I remember when you rolled your eyes. Now you're front row for the big screen highs. Action figures back then didn't fit the mold. To like that stuff, better be brave and bold. From basement dreams to a spotlight scene, now it's the best thing you've ever seen. Same old world, just rearranged. We're no different, you're the ones who changed. Now it's cool to love comic books, but you weren't there when they gave us those dirty looks. Now it's cool to wear that logo, but back then it was a definite no-go. You buy the shirts, you stand in line. We live those stories way before the shine. You love it now, we loved it then. Back when heroes were just for nerds like us, my friend. Stuff we see now is only in our dreams. Now the fan base is huge and strong.